You know, the images. Oh.
I'm too into character here.
Oh,
Freaking
boy.
him out.
Careless frequency, it's got no dignity. Careless frequency has no decency. Careless frequency sure sounds good to me. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo-da, da-ba-doo-da, da-ba-doo-da. On careless frequency, yeah.
It was just another night in the asphalt jungle. The days passing like sands in an hourglass. Pit, pat. His mind was on a bed, any bed. If a broad was in it, that was fine, as long as she didn't talk too much. Like a hungry dog chewing on a wing-tipped shoe, his mind wrestled with the thought of demographies. Would the crippy smoking fat boys who watched his show know that it was in black and white on purpose? Or would they be adjusting their sets? He grinned the grin of the executioner. He was tired to the bone. He flipped the record, wondering what was on the other side. A drink, man's best friend, no matter what any hi-hat said, was what he needed. Joe stood by the set doing the dance of the seven veils. The puppet master was in the control room, watching the clock, making like a lion eyeing an elk. He held his manhood in his hand. He thought of the cheap punks who were at home sharing this moment with him. Funny how a piece made you feel. The set looked how it always had. He checked out Bruce's legs. Still good. Then it happened. She came at him in sections. She looked so good, she could have been on a menu, sandwiched in between pastrami and cheese blintzes. He could tell she had a story. What broad didn't? His dance card was empty, and USA was picking up the tab. So let the canaries sing. He had just been cued.
Mr. Spade, please, you have to help me. My husband's been killed. Please, Mr. Spade.
Baby, look, I don't do that kind of work. But tonight we have a series of guests who do that kind of work. Ladies and gentlemen, our show this evening is a show about dicks. Now, don't get all excited. It ain't that kind of dick. It's a private dick. And Amy Lynn and I will be right back to introduce you to these modern-day Lone Rangers, I guess. We'll be right back.
And somewhere else on the boulevard of broken dreams.
You know, mister, there's a speed limit in this town, and it's about 45.
Oh, yeah? How fast was I going?
About 90.
Maybe you ought to give me a ticket.
I think I'll let it slide.
What's your ankle bracelet say?
It says, if you can read this, you're too close.
Remember scenes from movies like that? That's been a long time. The fun thing about doing this show is, and you know, you probably didn't get to do this, because we like to keep you in the dark until the last possible minute.
Last minute, learn your
Like,
lines.
here's some lines for you.
Hey, here
We
you
got
go.
to watch a lot of movies about private investigators,
And I
private
guess-
dicks.
Yeah.
Now we're going to find out a few things, Amy, about the people who do this rather questionable work. Our first guest is Mr. I hope I don't mess this name up. Frank Ybarri. Ibarra. Okay, Frank Ibarra.
He walked in with the stride of a
Ladies'
true veteran
cigarettes.
PI.
Who wrote that line? How do you do?
Nice to meet you.
Sit down. How long you been doing this?
Ooh, 18 years.
I gotta ask, why? No, don't tell me there weren't any paper routes available.
Well, the money. The money.
The money?
I'm purely selfish.
Yeah. Who's your typical client?
Typical client is mainly somebody who is a little bit disturbed because they think that, their spouse is cheating on them.
Is that like, would that be 70%?
More like 80 probably.
Oh, yeah.
In my case. Now, the other agencies
Right.
might specialize in something else.
Do you specialize in infidelity?
That's the bread and butter down here.
Do you do the infidelity cases where a woman goes out and poses as a girl trying to pick up the husband? Like a wife would send you out on the job?
Like a decoy type
Like a
of thing.
decoy, like a beautiful girl going out and picking up
Why-
a wife that doesn't trust her husband.
Why would I see that amazes
Well,
me?
that's
Why
big.
would someone do that?
Well, I mean,
why tempt
why?
the devil?
Well,
Why not?
yeah, well, it's the quickest route because if he's gonna do it, he's gonna jump on
He's
it.
gonna, yeah. If he's gonna
Is this-
do it, he's gonna do it.
But
Period.
But then there's
me-
always the defense of, hey, it was in my face.
Yeah, but still, hey, we're married. Hey, we took vows.
Yeah, but after a few drinks,
But
Alzheimer's
still,
kicks in.
yeah, but still.
Yeah, there's the
Hey, I'm on the
heterosexual
girls'
unmarried
team.
crowd heard from.
Yeah, but
It
still.
should wait till it happens to
Hey,
you.
what about the married crowd here?
You're more of a traditional dick.
Well,
Now,
yeah.
what makes, if you'll pardon the expression, I've been watching those movies all day. Like, what is the difference between the old school and the new?
Well, actually, first detective story ever written was written by Edgar Allan Poe.
Which would have been, what, Telltale Heart?
No, Murder in the Rue Morgue.
Murder in the Rue Morgue.
And from that point on, you just started to have, I think what happened was society realized that there was a need to have some sort of, an addition to the police department, but yet you had to have some kind of control over these people so you don't have, just a lot of wackos running around inquiring on other people's problems.
Do you know where the Pinkerton detective came from?
I think it came from out west, right?
The Civil War.
Yeah, the Civil War, right? He was
Abraham Lincoln
right.
hired a man named Pinkerton who ran out and brought him back all the wrong information.
Right.
Ever been asked to kill somebody for pay?
You know what? I've had throughout the years probably 5 or 6
And I
clients.
bet he's turned it into those really great talk shows that expose that stuff for a lot of money.
Well, no, what I've had, no, actually what I did,
This is how it starts.
Yeah.
I talked them
exactly how
out
it
of it
starts.
myself because I could tell that
I mean, what did they say
Very
to you?
good.
I had a lady
You
say,
said, just, yeah, what did she?
I had a lady, we caught her husband so many times that it was a joke. I mean, he would smile while we took his picture. He didn't care. He was going out with some chick.
Yeah.
Later on, I found out that he was facing something like 20 years federal time, so I guess he didn't care. He was going to have a party, and that was that, and his wife was fed up. And it was always with the same woman. She even went as far as to go to the woman's house. This man had bought this woman a brand new BMW, had bought his wife a brand new, I think it was Lincoln Continental. She took her car and smashed it into the other girl's car, and 2 tow trucks had to come to take the cars away. It was a mess. Eventually, she just got fed up of paying us. We come back with the pictures. Her husband's smiling.
And then she comes to you with
Yeah,
the
she said,
final
"Kill him, I'll
solution.
pay ya."
Do you
Kill him.
know anybody that would kill this lady?
Oh, kill the lady.
Kill the lady. He asked you to kill.
Oh yeah, no, she loved. I mean, nobody's gonna spend all that money following their husband unless they're madly in love with him.
So,
Oh, so
what,
she-
what is the going price?
For killing somebody?
Yeah, what is the going price?
I have no idea. I'm a Boy Scout, so I just told her that.
Oh, I'm sure you've been offered.
Well, I mean,
On that note.
Well, Frank, we're
On
gonna
that note,
we're gonna find somebody from the
the
new school
offer.
so we can find out what it's worth to have somebody to pop a cap in someone's ass nowadays.
She was bad. Real bad. She had a PhD in it.
Please, help me, Mr. Spade.
Now you're really dangerous, sweetheart. But you know what I like? I like the way your voice trembles when you say, "Help me, Mr. Spade." Anyway, we're back with our PI show. Ladies and gentlemen, you might remember this gentleman from another show. We'll tell you about that when he's not here. Mr. Darren Epstein, please.
He walked in with the youthful stride of one of them rookie PIs.
Nice to meet you, baby.
Hi.
You know your colleague.
Yeah, we
here.
slept together.
You slept. You've had it.
Slept together.
Hey, you want to hear a great joke? One of the guy PAs told me today.
Please.
So no, I can't tell it on the air.
All right.
High tech, huh?
Yeah, we try.
What makes you different from him, other than you have better clothes? Well, he's got the
Pinstripe
coolest
suit,
car.
You know,
I'd
like,
probably
Well, his
say
mom
the
dressed
new tech PI is more of like a
the
one-stop
undercover
shop.
thing.
Is it what?
More of like a one-stop shop type of ordeal. We handle mostly like corporate attorneys. We do process, we do debugging, we do marital, we do a little of everything. A lot of attorneys don't like to have to call a bunch of different people to do one job, so we try to offer all the services.
You're not going anywhere, right?
No, I'm just fixing this damn dress.
That's pretty much, I think, the difference. You know.
Do you think anybody's listening to you while she's doing it?
I don't know.
Yeah, they are.
Probably not.
Yeah, they are. They are.
I noticed I stopped listening for a second.
Yeah, they are.
What's in the briefcase? Let's just jump right to it.
Told you I have to kill you. Well, we got some debugging equipment.
Now, how often does this? Who on earth needs that?
Debugging?
Yeah, I mean, you mean
Oh.
every
my
Be
apartment might be
surprised.
bugged?
No,
Ev-
you'd be
every
surprised.
corporation you can imagine.
There's so
Yeah.
many
Every
secrets
corporation
going
can we
on.
put
She
that-
does
can
Can
real
we put it
secrets.
here? Where's best? Let's see what's in here.
Well, we got a bunch of different toys here and everything.
Hey, you're good.
All different debugging types of equipment. First of all, when you're checking for a bug, there's 3 different types of bugs. You have your RF, which is your radio frequency, which sends like a transmitting signal through the air. You can hear it on any car radio or anything. Then you have your hardwire, which is actually hardwired to a phone or a line. And then you actually have your laser mic, which is really high tech, which is actually shooting like a laser beam through someone's window. It picks up what's here, it sends it back
Does
to the
only
laser.
like the FBI or really Secret Service do that
Well,
to people?
yeah, but you have to understand, a
Yeah.
lot of corporations today, Fortune 500 corporations, they're being
In
spied
Manhattan,
on.
to spy on
Correct.
corporate
Right. They
bonds
find out who-
trading and
yep.
trading secrets.
Exactly. And then you want to find out if their phones are bugged. And a lot of corporations actually have their phones debugged on a regular basis, like almost every month.
No, is this
yeah.
the name? Is this the
I've
name
heard
of
of
your
that.
service? Counterintelligence.
Counterintelligence services, yes.
May I see that?
You sure may.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
www. dot.
It says,
Is it?
Yeah.
Must
it
be.
says here, an international detective agency available at a moment's notice.
Well, that has two.
Just in case.
Can I talk to you about finances?
Please, go ahead.
Like say I need, pardon me, I need my
Counterintelligence
enhancers
on a
here.
moment. Service.
What do we get for missing persons?
Well, that's normally a skip trace is roughly about $125. Your standard skip trace.
$125?
That's it?
Hey, I'm dealing with corporate America. They shop around. We have
I
to
can
be
find
competitive.
my cat for less than that.
I hope so.
Well, computer systems, like we have computer systems, like I have 4 billion records online. So I could set up my computer, I can do a lot of things
Yeah.
today that you weren't able to do years ago.
Now, what do you do about a missing persons?
I have a girlfriend that knows how to work with computers.
Yeah, the same
so
thing.
I let her do it.
Not as high profile.
Have you two worked together?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you're friends, aren't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
Very well.
You're not a protege of the old timer, of this gumshoe over here.
Well, you could say so. I actually been doing this for 9 years. I started in the Air Force. I used to work a little bit with the OSI, which is Office of Special Investigations. It's kind of like CIA a little bit.
Do a lot of private investigators, are they former military?
A lot of them. Well, not all of them, but I'd probably say myself.
newer-
and most of
newer-
the people that work with us
Newer
are.
school guys, yeah.
What's that?
The newer school guys probably are ex-cops, you know.
Yeah, but see, the undercover guys are like really.
No, the
laid
old school
back
guys,
and-
you know, the cop mentality just didn't
Yeah.
work back then because
No.
you saw stuff that, you know, you wanted to keep to yourself, and if you got
Not
a cop
taking
and
anything away.
ex-cop-
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from cops.
It's the corporate
But a cop is a
generation.
cop, an investigator is an
And a-
investigator.
yeah.
They're 2 different jobs.
You ever been caught?
Actually, it's good. We were talking about that recently. One of the very first cases I worked as a private investigator, because I used to I worked for the Air Force and I did that and never got caught. But the first private investigation case I actually was working with Frank, and I was caught. And the guy went around a block after he picked up his girlfriend. I
he
could
like
not
Eddie
lose
Murphy
this
and
guy.
bought
I
you
mean, I was
breakfast?
following this guy for hours. I did not want to lose him. So he goes around this block for a U-turn. I did not want to lose him, so I stayed on him. So he gets to a traffic light and he comes out and he says, gets out of his car at a traffic light and knocks on my window. I quickly hide my camera in the back seat, put a shirt over it. He knocks on my window and goes, "You following me?" I looked at him and I says, "No, man, are you crazy?" I was like, "I'm lost." "Do you know where I can find such and such building?" I go, "I'm a sales rep. I sell security systems." So the guy goes, "Oh, I'm sorry." And I was like, "Hey, man," gave him a high five. I was like, "What are you doing?" And he got back into his car. He went right to the hotel. I followed him right into the hotel. I called Frank. I was like, quick, we got him at the hotel.
And you can sleep at night.
Oh, sure.
I had
He was
a guy.
wrong.
I had a guy we followed, and he was a boozer. He'd go to the bars, to the topless bars, and spend. Well, he was like 38. He was married to like a 56-year-old woman. And so we were after him all the time. He was always at the bars. He got so loaded one night, and we were following him, that he stops in front of a house. He gets out of his car. He pulled out a gun. He came to my window. He knocked on the window, and he said, "Are you following me?" I said, "No." He goes, "If I see you following me again, I'll blow your effing head off." I go, "No." But then he turns back, starts walking towards the car, and he must have been so loaded that he blacked out that we even had that conversation, because he walked right across the street to his girlfriend's house, knocked on the door. She came out, they started making out, and he went inside.
You got great pictures.
Yeah,
of the wife.
I called his wife. She was there in an hour, yelling and screaming, banging on the door, pulling him up by his ear.
That's so funny.
But it happens.
You travel?
Sometimes, yeah.
In South Africa?
I've been lucky. I've been able to go out of
You
the
had a
country a
case?
couple
Was it you
times.
that had a
Yeah?
case in
No,
South
no,
Africa?
it's not me.
When was
I've
the
been
last
to
time you were out of the
Chile.
country?
About a year and a half ago, I went to Chile and Peru on a kidnapping case.
What was that like?
Man, that is the true PI story. I mean,
Well, come
You're s-
on, you
you're
might
s-
as well tell it here.
Man,
What are
it
you
was-
saving it for Lano?
no, it was cold, but I was sweating. I had stomach ache. I mean, all the symptoms of being nervous, and it's there. We basically had
Oh, this was a kidnapping?
kidnapping.
Was
yeah.
it like not without my daughter kind of case?
It was a
mother and
daughter
child?
case, exactly. Yeah, the mother was losing custody, and the father was going to gain it. So but the mother had weekend custody or something. She took the child out of the country,
child, yeah.
and she was gone.
just
And we
saw
had
no
no
one
idea where in Chile. We had to go to Chile, locate the girl, get her, take her back to the U.S.
Wait a minute, so does this mean you had to kidnap the girl back?
No. The girl was more than willing to come.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we had notarized paperwork and all the proper documents.
Yeah, but the problem with those kind of cases is that once you leave the U.S., you're camping out.
Yeah.
And in those countries, if they catch you,
Torture.
you could
Embassy
flash them.
They
custody.
torture you in
Nothing
Chile.
to them.
Right, they're nothing. They're gonna fry you. They're gonna
You're right,
so.
right.
You
So you
usually-
make sure you make sure you get the dollars.
Yeah, a lot of money up front.
Yeah.
We're gonna take a quick break, if
So
you don't mind.
Fascinating. So you pointed at people and you can hear exactly what they're saying when
Exactly.
you look through.
Now, what does it do? Does it like record them?
Well, if you hook it up to the
Yeah,
recorder,
if you put this to the recorder.
You
I'm
really
sure.
know about this stuff. You really seem to know about this.
Yes, I do.
So
I watch too
I'm
many
spying
movies.
on you.
She thought he'd take one look at her, lick his lips, and follow her up that dark alley. But not this time.
You know, I've had some hard-boiled eggs in my time. And you're about 4 minutes.
Baby, you can cut the moonlight and the magnolias. I had you made from the downbeat.
Made.
Tailor-made. You know, baby, anything that looks too good to be true probably isn't. But I'm gonna have you fit up for a new suit in pinstripe. Take her away. Oh, are we back? Oh, your cue, Joe, is, poor Joe is so tired. Joe just gave me a cue that looked like this. All right, go ahead. Whatever you guys want to do.
You guys have a late show. It's
Yeah,
the
go
early
ahead, guys.
shows, they're like, hello.
We have, every man, I guess this is not exclusively two
Boys
men,
and their toys.
but gotta have good
Hey.
toys.
Yeah.
And we've got great toys to
The one
show
with the
you.
most toys wins.
We've got Richard here from Spy Tech International, ladies and gentlemen. Richard, what do you got?
boy toys.
So show us what you got.
what do you like to know?
I'm a tomboy. I love
Okay,
this stuff.
what are the ones, the binoculars there? Here's one you've seen in The Silence of the Lambs. May I try
That's
these?
a directional mic.
Oh, wow.
Give you about
So you-
200 feet away.
You look, but you see
But I can't
what
see
people are
anything. Oh,
saying.
you gotta, wait a minute.
So you point it at people and you can hear exactly what they're saying when
Exactly.
you look through.
Now, what does it do? Does it like record them?
Well, if you hook it up to the
Yeah,
recorder,
if you put this to the recorder.
You
I'm
really
sure.
know about this stuff. You really seem to know about this.
Yes, I do.
So
I watch too
I'm
many
spying
movies.
on you. I'm spying. Oh, wait a minute. There's somebody in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
So okay. Okay. So she's just lowering her pants. Oh yeah. Okay.
Stop.
so I could actually get sound with this.
Yeah, you
Exactly.
could.
Yeah.
See?
Now what else?
Okay, if you want to see something like completely in the dark.
In the dark.
Yeah,
Oh, is that
and
the
that's
infrared?
the night
Infrared.
vision. Yes.
See, because you see that on all the cop shows, when the helicopters point down, you can see the guys running to the field.
Okay.
Oh,
if you
is
take-
that
Yeah,
why I'm
that
not
would
seeing
help.
anything?
Well, you won't see anything now. It's because
Yeah,
it's just
because it's
too
light.
We'll
You're
never look
right.
in the light with the night
Don't-
vision.
Yeah.
Oh,
It can
okay.
The
hurt your eyes.
helicopters. Don't you watch those police shows?
And
Only
So cool.
usually they're playing while I'm in the shower.
I stay
well,
home too
let's
much.
see if you are somewhere you want to take some pictures and in a very
No.
tiny way.
A photo watch.
Oh no.
how
Okay, show
cool.
me. Show me.
Okay, well, this is very simple.
Can we get it?
Put this
Okay,
back.
good. Brian, you there? Brian's on the job.
You
Oh.
and ready to
Look
go.
at
You press over
that.
there. This is your.
I look through
Point.
here.
That's your viewfinder.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
you
well,
have it
you
on.
can tell.
You
Oh.
might don't
Do
have
discreetly.
to.
Oh, I got Sean
You gotta
Bell
be
and I-
cool.
You might have
Take
to
a picture of
practice a little
Chantal's
bit.
little shorts.
What about TV?
TV's a good
I
thing.
give up.
Yeah, what about TV?
What about you?
Well,
Ay, come on.
do we have an image? Oh, well, let's see. What is on our? Is this your? Is this you?
Yeah, this is
Oh, this is you.
a little pinhole camera.
Oh, look at that.
Can be
that
set
can be
up.
recorded.
Yeah,
So
wireless.
that's how they do those, like, we are
Let's get a
here
shot of
in
Amy
so-and-so's
Lynn. Let's get
store.
a shot of her there.
We are here in so-and-so's store, and we are photographing him doing this scandal.
This is the hidden camera
When
thing
you
they
see it
use
on
for like
NBC,
Folgers coffee.
Blah, 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 CNBC.
Well, we did a lot of
They
work
have
with.
the guy wearing the backpack, and he's got that little camera.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
it.
that's
on his
just a
backpack.
pinhole. Yeah, portable. We did a lot of work with babysitters.
Yeah,
too.
that's how you get
Babysitter.
the nanny
Very
That's
important.
fantastic.
Very important.
That is
Yeah,
great.
that see, that's
That
a
is
good
the
thing.
best. That's a
Yeah.
good thing.
That's a good thing.
That's a very good thing.
Well,
They have
we-
those in
we only
VCRs
sell
and
good
clocks
things.
and beepers and hats. They got it all.
So
Yeah,
that's how
everywhere.
small it is. And
We
that can
make it
fit.
any way you need it.
That's great.
You ever use any of this equipment in your private life?
Never need to.
You never need to.
Picks the right women that don't do this to him.
Well,
All right, well, I would say.
I don't worry too much about it. That's what
Oh,
it is.
okay.
If you're in
Maybe
this
that-
field,
I don't
you
worry
can't be
about it.
paranoid.
You know,
That's-
ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of here. We're going to say goodnight. We had one other guest, but he had a very interesting thing happen to him.
He was on a
He was a
mission.
bounty hunter.
on a mission.
He was a bounty hunter, and he got a call because one of his perps he had to go pick up.
He's a missing person.
What was that?
He's a
He was
missing person. I guess
He's a
they try to
missing
locate
person.
him.
You know, if you had come to him, you'd gotten him for $125. Ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen,
that's
we're
an
go-
easy one.
Oh, that's an easy one. Like, yeah, just look over at Liquid. He's probably hanging out
Exactly.
there. Well, we've done our show on local espionage. If you worry your wife is cheating on you, well, I'm sorry to hear it. But till then, live long and prosper. Good night, everybody.